Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Daryl from the Quest in Galesburg, Illinois. And I'm just going to say up front that what I've got to say is probably not going to make me the most popular guy in the world. Some of you may be upset. I'll be honest, I don't want to say it. But God's been dealing with me about something that, let me say before I go there, many of my friends, you could take great offense at this, and please know my heart that I would never say this in a judgmental or harsh way, because I'm talking to me today as well as I'm talking to anybody else. I keep getting requests from not just one, but from several of my friends asking me to join a group that says Biden's not my president or something to that effect. And I've rejected it probably at least a dozen times now, maybe more. And I'm going to tell you why today I rejected that and why I have been staying away from a lot of the conversation that is taking place. You know, I tried to steer clear from politics as much as I can and talking about the devotions and stuff, but this is important for us to take a look at. You know, I think those who know me know I'm a very conservative type fellow. Usually vote for the conservative or usually a Republican person, not always. But, you know, sometimes we don't get what we want. And it's, you know, I've been angered sometimes over the last few years, people slamming our president and saying he's not my president and things of that nature. And I'm not about to flip the script now and begin to say that Biden is not my president, because he is my president. I am American. I'm a citizen here. But first and foremost, I'm a child of God. And let's look at what the word says, because the argument begins and ends right here. 1 Peter 2:13 says, "For the Lord's sake, submit yourself to all human authority, whether the king or the head of the state." Do you understand what it says? Submit yourself to all human authority, whether you voted for him or not, whether the king or the head of the state, or the officials he has appointed. For the king has sent them to punish those who do wrong and to honor those who do right. It is God's will that your honorable life should silence those ignorant people who make foolish accusations against you. For you are free, and yet you are God's slaves. So don't use your freedom as an excuse to do evil. Respect everyone and love the family of believers, fear God, and respect the king. And respect the king, and respect the president. Listen, I may not like him. I may not like policies. And there is a system set up that 4 years from now, we can do something about that. But he is our president. Those around him, even though I may disagree with their policies, and I have no problem saying I do disagree with those policies, I will respect him as my president. I said many, many times several years ago when there was a president that was not well liked in many circles, I said if the man came into this room right now, I would honor and respect him as the president, even though I don't really respect him as a person. He has a position of authority, and if we understand God's word, God says he has put him there or put them there, or may have, I'm not going to say he has, he may have put them there to punish those who do wrong and to honor those who do right. We need to understand what God is saying to us here. Our job is to honor Christ first and foremost. The way we honor Christ is to honor those that we are subject to. That we need to honor them, respect them. We don't have to agree with them. We don't have to vote for them. But we are to honor them. As a child of God, I'm compelling you, stop acting like the heathen do. Stop acting in ways that dishonor God, because he says, let me read verse 15 again. It is God's will that your honorable life should silence those ignorant people who make foolish accusations against you. Our lives, the way we live them, will honor Christ even if we're called to suffer in the midst of it. If you got questions about this, I bet there are many people who do. Feel free to call me, 309-335-6480. You can message me. You can email me, Dawgar8, DAWGAR8 @gmail.com. I love to talk with you. God bless you. Have a great day. Come back and see me again.